So I'm calling your church to test to see if they would help feed a starving baby. And right now, per request, I'm calling Living Faith Christian Center in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Let's call them and see if they would help feed a starving baby.
28 no's, 9 yeses.
That lady called that damn church and she said, I just need a small can of baby formula, just a small can with the baby crying in the back and all that. And that man said, I don't know, maybe you can call around, get some help and see if you can get some help or something. Because ever since that goddamn Obama, Hussein, and the Biden, I'm still waiting for Trump to save our souls. What the fuck do Obama got to do with this, young?
I don't really have any resources to do that right now.
So y'all want to tell me you voted for Christian nationalists and they cannot even provide baby formula of 10 US dollars? Y'all want to tell me MAGA woke up and declared Muslims terrorists. But those are the people that can help Americans?
So I'm calling your church to test to see if they would help feed a starving baby. And right now, per request, I'm calling Living Faith Christian Center in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Let's call them and see if they would help feed a starving baby.
Living Faith Christian Center.
Hi, yes. I was wanting to see if y'all could help with baby formula at all. I have a 2-month-old and she ran out last night, so I just need like a small can because she's gone all day and all night.
What do I don't understand. You have need for what, ma'am, now?
I was wanting to see if you all could help with a small can of formula for a baby.
Small can of formula for a baby. Hold on, let me see if Sister Judy's available. Hold on a minute, okay?
Okay.
This is Julia. How can I help you?
Hi, I was wanting to see if y'all could help with a small can of baby formula. I have a 2-month-old and she's been out since last night, so she's gone all night and all day without anything to eat.
We don't have any formula around, darling. I'm sorry. None. No diapers, anything for babies. We don't have anything.
Could that be something you all could get and I could just pick it up?
No, we can't right now. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right.
Bye-bye.
All right, thanks. Nope.
We gotta tax the churches, okay? Even before Nick Haley started doing this riveting investigative journalism, the fact that evangelical churches and pastors often pressure their congregation about partisan politics from the pulpit and still got to enjoy tax-exempt status was a big problem for me. But hearing white evangelical church after white evangelical church refuse to help this mother, hearing her baby wailing in the background with just like a simple can of formula because she wasn't a tithing member, really drove the point home. If they're to continue to enjoy tax-exempt status, there needs to be more transparency and there needs to be a requirement of allocation of a specific amount of funds to community service, philanthropy, some sort of community aid. And the only reason I'm not just blanket stating they should lose tax-exempt status altogether are because of the Catholic churches, the mosque, the Buddhist temple, and Black churches who immediately offered assistance without requirement or question. These videos have done more to show that these Christian nationalist churches, which is exactly what they are, white evangelical churches are just Christian nationalist Chuck E. Cheese with a PDF file at the pulpit who thinks more about Donald Trump than Jesus Christ.
28 no's, 9 yeses. Ladies calling around churches saying that she has a 2-month-old baby that hasn't eaten because they ran out of formula and she got a little baby crying in the background. She's not real, but she's testing the churches out to see who would say yes and no to a starving baby. 28 of them would say no. 28, 9 said yes. There was this old guy, he was like, I'm a great granddaddy, but he took the number and the name down and he was ready to go himself. And I thought that was the blueprint, but apparently those 20 other churches forgot the blueprint somewhere. I don't know. They're asking her questions like, did you call here? How about here? The Salvation Army, this, that, and the third? No, she called you and you're not helping. You're failing. You're failing the test right now. One of them said that she needed to be a member in order to receive like assistance like that. Another one said she could be put on a wait list that'll take a few days up to a week. That's crazy. The child is hungry now just for me. $51.99, $48.99, $187 for a 6-pack, $75.99, $39.99. You telling me the church don't got $100 to give this lady? One little formula. You don't got $100 to give this lady. She got to go through all these hoops and happy holidays, I guess. I would have never thought to test a church like this because they're the church. Like they supposed to help.
Hey, Church of Latter-day Me. Quick question. Did you have a mother call in the other day asking for assistance to get her baby formula? Oh my God, you did. Great. I heard a rumor that like she never got the food. And I was like, that would not be my church. That would be my I'm sorry? You didn't give the mother baby formula to feed her starving baby. Why? Because she doesn't go to this church. Okay. Not very pro-life of you. Right? I think we're all God's children, if I remember right. She doesn't give money on Sundays to this church, so she shouldn't be asking for assistance. Okay. That's not the way I lived my life. Well, it doesn't look to me you guys are hurting for money around here, and you're definitely not starving. So where's all this money going to? I'm sorry, I don't think I heard that right. Did you say a $200,000 sound system so you could worship? Do y'all not have voices? And y'all want a projector for your guys' productions. Okay, and how much does that cost? $250,000. Wow. So this is not really a church, right? This is not my house. This is not my house. This is more like a Chuck E. Cheese. Well, not even Chuck E. Cheese because they feed the children. Okay, just a quick question here. What the
So I'm calling your church to test to see if they would help feed a starving baby. And right now, per request, I'm calling Living Faith Christian Center in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Let's call them and see if they would help feed a starving baby.
Living Faith Christian Center.
Hi, yes. I was wanting to see if y'all could help with baby formula at all. I have a 2-month-old and she ran out last night, so I just need like a small can because she's gone all day and all night.
What about? I don't understand. You have need for what, ma'am? Now.
I was wanting to see if you all could help with a small can of formula for a baby.
Small can of formula for a baby. Hold on, let me see. Sister Judy's available. Hold on a minute, okay?
Okay.
This is Julia. How can I help you?
Hi, I was wanting to see if y'all could help with a small can of baby formula. I have a 2-month-old and she's been out since last night, so she's gone all night and all day without anything to eat.
We don't have any formula around, darling. I'm sorry. None. No diapers, anything for babies. We don't have any.
Could that be something you all could get and I could just pick it up?
No, we can't right now. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. All right, thanks.
I'm wondering if you guys can provide with 1 can of formula.
Sure, you can come into are you around? Do you live close? You can stop by today. Maybe you can help you to buy it.
Let's call a mosque in Dearborn and see if they will give baby formula. I'm gonna mention that I'm not Muslim to see if it changes anything. Okay, we're gonna try Islamic Institute of America on Ford Road.
Islamic Institute of America. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Ahlan alaikum assalam, Haji.
I wanted to ask, can you guys provide just 1 can of baby formula? I ran out and I'm short on for my baby.
Wallahi, let me double check, Haji. What's your phone number?
313.
65. What's your name?
Hadia.
How much is it?
$30.
Okay, I'll double check and get back with you, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, bye-bye.
So we're gonna try Islamic House of Wisdom, and I hope she doesn't call back while I'm on this call.
I'm so sorry. Salam alaikum, Islamic House of Wisdom.
Hi, I have a question.
Go ahead.
I'm short on baby formula for my baby, and I'm wondering if you guys can provide with 1 can of formula.
Sure, you can come into are you around? Do you live close? You can stop by today. Maybe you can help you to buy it. Because we don't have actually formula here, but we can give you money to buy it.
Oh, and is it okay that I'm not Muslim?
That's fine.
Oh, okay.
Will you be coming so I can tell the receptionist, just in case I'm not here, to expect you?
I wanted to say thank you. I'm making a video and I just wanted to see if you guys would help Like, thank you so much.
Maybe there's a veil that was on Americans' faces, and now that Zohran Mamdani is the new mayor of New York City, and he's a person of color, and he's a Muslim, I feel like maybe there's a veil that's going off people's eyes. No, because tell me why. A white woman picks up her phone, plays that fake baby crying noise. Hello now, I would like to ask for something. My baby is crying. Can you help with baby formula? It's around $5. All your favorite mega churches are saying, I am so sorry, we can't. What? You want to tell me that what's his name? Joel Estin of the Joel Estins of this world, they got no, yeah, they got, hide your tithe. Hide your freaking tithe. That's on period. Like, hide your tithe. Hide your tithe. I'm a Christian girl. I am a Christian girl. But listen. We, the people that are supposed to act like Jesus Christ. He himself, he say, you must give to the needy. The mega churches that you're giving millions of dollars, ladies and gentlemen, they cannot help with $5 worth of baby formula. I need y'all to tell me what you think in the comment section. It's the Muslim. Yeah, it's the Muslims that helped. It's the Muslims that helped. I'm not even close to Islam like that. I cannot change. I love being a Christian. But shout out and I put some respect to Muslims, y'all. You want to tell me a Christian looked for help from the Christian community? And they all said, you need to be a member of our church for us to give you help. You know, like, no, we don't. Let me call the pastor. Your favorite mega churches can't do nothing for you. Okay? Yeah. And I know we can count on fingers how many of those Muslim, mosques are of white people. We can count them. Or even not have any of them. I know there's some white people that are Muslim, but what I'm trying to say is, I think you understand what I'm trying to say. These are people of color. It's people of color that can help a typical American who is white. Hello, MAGA. I need to calm down and introduce myself because I feel like, wow. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. My name is Natskuna S. If you're new here, hi, welcome. If you like my content, please consider subscribing, like, comment, and share. And let me know what you think in the comment section about Omega. Trusting so much their beloved Christian nationalists. It's so crazy me saying it because I'm a Christian girl. It's just that what I don't like is this entire, everybody in America has to be a Christian and I like a Christian. Everything that we're doing, we are following the Bible and everything. Just for y'all to be so freaking stingy with your dollars. You don't care about the poor. If there was a sign for American people to know that these Christian nationalists MAGA is putting in places, they don't care about the poor. You give them your tithe, I need you to take it to the mosque tomorrow. That's on period. Yeah. Your Creflo dollars, please, we beg of you, take it to the mosque. Your tithe, take it to the mosque. Because those are the people that can help you when you're in need. And I'm talking about white people. Because, hello, white people. Hello, white people. Has any Christian nationalist that you put in power answered the call and said, you know what? Yeah, you have called our mega church. We're surely going to help you. Has any of them picked up and said, we're going to help your child with $5? Or hell no. You know who is picking up the phone? It's the people of color communities. It's the temples. It's the mosques. Yeah. So white people, I need y'all to gather up your tithe and take it to the mosque. Yeah. And also have some common sense. And remember, 2028 is coming. Why am I yelling? I need to calm down. I need to calm down. But yeah. The half terms are happening very soon. I need you to keep this in mind. Your Christian nationalists you put in power, they can't do nothing for you. Because y'all are poor. They only care about the billionaires. So when we go to elect something for the love of God, when we go to elect again, I beg of you white people, make your choices wisely. Yeah, because your own people, they don't give a shit about you. God forbid we're rich. Thanks for bringing your tithe. But like, you can suffer in peace. We're rich. We are Joel Estin. We have mega churches and we run your lives. Oh, your baby is dying of hunger. We can't help. Maybe you can run to the mosque. You know, those foreigners, those immigrants that every single day they want to deport, those are the ones that can help you. So I hope why people get that in their heads. And I thank God. It was a white woman who decided to carry out this experiment. Isn't life crazy? Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comment section. For me.
Nobody's asking why the mosque said yes to the woman who phoned the mosque and asked for baby formula for her hungry baby. I'm not going to focus on why the countless churches said no. Rather, I'm going to focus on why the mosque would have said yes. Because the mosque could have used the same excuse that we get scam calls all the time. So we were careful, therefore we refused. But there's a reason, despite there being a risk to them being scammed. I'm going to tell you that now. See, Muslims go by two primary sets of scriptures. One of them is the Quran and one of them is the Hadith. Now the Hadith entails the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him's life, his sayings, his actions, his approvals. And the Prophet Muhammad, you know, the one that you've been told is a warlord that's commanded people like me to go around doing that to non-Muslims. Well, he told the Muslims that he's not a believer. He's not a believer. The one who goes to sleep with his stomach full while his neighbour is going hungry. So of course, when the mosque gets a call from somebody who lives locally and she says, my baby is hungry, I need some baby formula, can you give me some? The answer is obviously going to be yes.
Thank you for calling the Our Lady Church of Episcopal Jesus' Kneecaps. How can I help you? Oh, your baby hasn't eaten in over a day. And you want to see if we can help you with some formula? Hold on, let me ask Linda, see what she says. Hold on. Yeah, Ticketmaster? Yeah, I'd like to confirm the order for those Marie and Donnie Osmond tickets. Yeah, and put it on the church's credit card. Okay, you have a nice day too. Okay, go with God. Okay, bye-bye. Oh dear, no, I'm so sorry that it's just not within the scope of realm that we do here at the church. Because, you know, the pastor needs a new car and he's got to pay his mistress so she don't tell the wife that he's screwing around on her. You know how it is. But honey, I hear your baby screaming and crying in the background, so you might want to get out the phone and pay attention to it or feed it or some shit. So, you know, go.
Someone's calling churches to test if they're going to do what the Bible says and say, hey, my baby doesn't have any formula, will you help me? 2 of them hung up on her. The third one seemed to be genuinely willing to help. Now, do I think we need to call every church and test them? Yes. I do. I feel like if you're going to get a tax exempt because you're here to help the community, it shouldn't just be by reading the Bible at me. So yeah, if you want to know if your church is a good church, tell them something. Don't even tell them. Go find someone who needs help. Bring them to the church or bring their name and number to the church and see if they're going to do anything. If they can't, then they aren't a church of Christ. Real easy litmus test here, people. This ain't purity checking. This is just fucking common sense. You're a church, help the damn community. Quick reminder, if the churches in America took 1 homeless person each, we wouldn't have homeless people. So again, test the church.
We are watching the church fail us in real time.
The mom who called her local churches asking for baby formula because she didn't have enough for the week, it's both shocking people and not shocking anyone, because she found out that you can look at a church and tell who would be willing to give her free, just a small thing of baby formula is all she asked for. She's not asking for money. She's not asking for anything else, just baby formula. She has a baby crying in the background. It's basically a social experiment. We have seen mega churches hanging up on her. They basically can't get her off the phone fast enough. And some of them will send her to a voicemail and then never call her back. So mega churches absolutely will not help you. As soon as they figure out you're a person in need, they have nothing to do with you. Every other Christian church, I think except for a Linden, Kentucky or Tennessee, I can't remember. The person who answered that phone, it was a man, and he was like, I'm going to go get you formula right now. All the other ones. Oh, a Buddhist temple. One of the churches she called who was willing to help was a Buddhist temple. All of these other churches, God is not in those facilities. Kind of like white Christian. Did I not say that part? Yeah, the churches that she called that were willing to give, that were Christian faith-based churches, Those were all African American churches willing to help her. I don't know if the one in Linden, I'm not sure about that one. And especially a bigger, like, prosperous church, they absolutely will not help you the second that they find out that you are not an active member of their church. What is an active member? A member who has given money to that church. And you can literally listen to some of these churches telling her no, and they are saying, I'm sorry, we do actually have a program, so they have, like, the funds and the means. They're not saying that they don't, but we just can't give to you because you're not an active member of our church. Not because you're not a member of our church, an active member. So just keep that in mind. Unless you're giving money to these churches, they don't want to have anything to do with you. Even a mother with baby crying who hasn't been fed, because that's what she's like, my baby has misfeedings. I am in panic mode. I've called everybody. They don't even offer her other resources to call. The churches, the Buddhist temple was literally, this one was like, hey, I'm going to go get your baby formula, but here's a list of other resources to call as well if it happens again. The churches who were willing to help get her formula were not only willing to help, but they were also helping her find other people willing to help her too. So it's just crazy that there's people who not only aren't willing to help, they just don't care to even, like, get them to other resources.
I don't really have any resources to do that right now. The account where I have to give to community members.
No, we don't help with formula at all. Have you talked to anybody like at CCC?
Yeah, I've been calling everywhere all day.
Oh, okay. We are a small church, and as a result, we have limited funds, and so we tend to help those that are part of the church or come to the church. We're going to be there.
Because there's people that are right around you, local.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Okay. So for those of you that actually go to church and donate your hard-earned money, do you actually know what your money goes to when you donate to your church? Because I know some of you, can't really afford much, and you give what you can, and that takes money out of your own mouths. Maybe, you might give, your last few dollars to church. And I'm curious if that church actually helps your community or not, or if they just pocket your money. So I'm actually going to be testing and seeing if local churches in my area first are willing to help somebody that's in need when they call up and ask for help, or kind of like what the response is in general that they give me. I honestly don't know if they're going to be willing to help somebody in need, or if they're going to be like, no, sorry, we can't help you. And I honestly, like, my take on it, my personal beliefs, because I don't go to church, is that they're not going to want to help anybody that doesn't specifically want to go to their church, or interested in going to their church, or doesn't already attend their church. That's my view. That is my personal view. I want to be proven wrong. Okay, I want y'all to know that. I want to be proven wrong. But I am going to test it. And I'm going to call them, and I'm going to call them on the phone with you so you can see what is said and how they respond, and if they're willing to help somebody in need. I will be lying and making up stories and scenarios to see if they're willing to help. If you're investing your hard-earned money to give to your church, that church should be giving back to you and your family when you're in need, and it should be giving back to your community with that money, okay? I live in a Bible Belt. I live in Somerset, Kentucky. It's a very, very small town. We probably have 100 churches here. I never see churches come out to help anybody, okay? Never. And I'm about to see that if I call them up personally, if they're willing to help somebody that calls and is in need.
To the girl that's calling the churches to see if they'll help her feed her hungry baby, she's just going around and she's calling different churches and she's acting like she has a hungry baby and there's a baby crying in the background, but just calling to see which churches would help. Almost all of them said no. There was an Islamic church that said yes. There was a sweet Appalachian old man that was just trying to write everything down. That one made me cry. Just trying to write everything down so he could get it right. Like, baby, what do you need? All the Christian denominational churches were like, no, we don't do that. We do this instead. Listen, I've been scammed before. I've had somebody that said that they were starving and they were hungry and they were cold, and I just gave them money. I didn't know. And come to find out, then they tried to hack my bank account. But one thing I'm not going to be guilty of is ever standing before the Lord and saying that I was presented with an opportunity to possibly help somebody that was hungry, and I said no. Because that's what the churches are for. The churches are there for the orphans and the widows and the hungry, the brokenhearted, the broken in spirit, the broken financially. If we don't show the love of Christ, who's going to? It looks like it's other people. Baby, Lord, don't ever let me be guilty of that.